What's up, YouTube? It's your boy, and I'm back with another video, man. And you already know what I need you to do. Hit the subscribe, hit the like, hit the notification bell, because it does go a long way with helping out the channel. If this is your first time, I already know why you're here. You're tired of releasing on your keyboards, your laptops, and your desktops, and you're tired of being manipulated and dominated by female culture. You are in the right place, man. Let's get into this video. You married her. What am I talking about? Every woman that you have slept with, you have married this woman. Sex is marriage. It's just what it is. Sex is a spiritual act. It's a spiritual contact. And when you sleep with a woman, whether you've made this exclusive, whether it was for fun, whether you were just having a one-night stand, whether it was your girlfriend, whatever the case may be, when you decide to break the seal and into that spiritual contract with this woman, that woman has become your wife. Now, you might be asking, why is this important? Because when you become one with that person, you are accepting all of this person's traumas. Whatever is in that spiritual bloodline, you now have access to, right? Her problems become your problems. You get these emotional connections, and for some females, it's hard to break that emotional connection. But at the same time, you are causing yourself problems whether you know it or not. Now, what you have to understand about sex, and every woman you ever slept with, you married them all. Every last one of them you are married to spiritually. A wedding, an outward expression of covenantal love, is just an announcement that we are about to have sex. And if neither one of you are virgins, then it's not even really about that, because you've already done the do. But it's an announcement that we are going to have sex. It's an outward expression of what has already transpired spiritually. When you marry that woman, man, you are taking on all of her demons, and now you are responsible for this emotional baggage. That's why a lot of guys have issues, because they have multiple women seeking after them, not understanding that this connection that they've created with this individual, whether it be positive or negative, is having an effect on their life. You really have to be careful who you have sex with, because it is a spiritual contract. It is a marriage. It's a marriage. You are spiritually marrying that person. So for a lot of you guys who are trying to change your ways, you slept with women, you know that you don't have any intentions of actually being with this woman. You need to divorce yourself from these women spiritually. You need to go to God, and you need to divorce yourself from these women spiritually, and you need to break these soul ties, because if you don't, you're going to continue to have spiritual problems that are going to trickle down and manifest into your physical reality. This is deep. That's why it's very important, man, to be sexually responsible, to have discretion, to know that when you decide to sleep with a woman, your mindset should be, she's going to be around. I'm going to be around. You have to stop with this careless, I'm just getting my numbers up type of attitude, because at the end of the day, the only thing you're doing is creating more spiritual bondage for yourselves. You're creating spiritual bondage for yourselves. And you're making it hard for you to be able to break free and enter into those access portals in the heavenly realms. The outward expression of marriage, the rings, ceremonies, even divorce, these are just physical outward expressions. You can divorce someone through the courts, but spiritually, you're still connected. Spiritually, you are still connected because you guys had a spiritual contract. What you have to understand about these spiritual contracts is that they can't be broken by physical means. You can write a piece of paper up and say, oh, we're divorced. No, you're not. You might be divorced in the realm of the physical, in the eyes and perception, but spiritually you're connected. That's why you can't break away from the person. You can't free yourself from the person because there is a bond, and that bond is strong when you actually do make a pronouncement outwardly for a particular person, and you guys are already spiritually married one another through sex. That bond is strong, man. It is very, very strong. And if you do have that bond, and the fact that you're creating other bonds on top of that, right? You're really putting yourself at a disadvantage spiritually. You're really, how can I say this? Impeding on your ability to be able to receive from God freely, because you have all of these spiritual obligations. That's how you have to look at it. When you sleep with a woman, you are bringing on a spiritual obligation. You have responsibilities now. I know you thought it was all fun and games, but you are now in a covenant. You're in a covenant. You are in a covenant. And because you're in a covenant, that covenant demands certain things from you. Now, whether you give those things and you meet those demands in the realm of the spirit, those demands are pending. Those demands are binding. That's why you don't want to be a fornicator. That's why you don't want to commit adultery. That has very severe spiritual implications. You don't want to put yourself in these positions. Women out here having sex with whoever, you are marrying men in the spirit, but these men are not going to fulfill their contractual agreements. Because most guys now, when you look at today's climate with women, most guys are thrashing and smashing, pumping and dumping. This is just what it is. So women, you have to wait on God. You have to wait on God. Don't expose yourself, because what's going to happen is you're going to invite all of those demons into yourself. And at the same time, you are devaluing yourself. Your value goes down every man you sleep with. Your value goes down, and you think you may be able to hide it, but you can't. It's going to show. It's going to show spiritually. People are going to be able to pick up on it, whether they're in Christ or not, because we're spiritual beings. They're going to be able to pick up on that energy. Something's not right. And then if you guys do decide to get together, you have all this emotional entanglement baggage from other relationships that were never meant to go anywhere, but you wasted your time. You gave up your spiritual capital for a few moments of pleasure. A lot of you guys out here are selling your birthright like Esau for a bowl of soup. But that bowl of soup cost Esau the blessing, cost him a great blessing. He sold his birthright, man, because he had a hunger pain. He sold it because he had a hunger pain. A lot of you guys are selling your birthright, your access into the heavenly realms, your ability to be able to receive from God without interference from demons making demands on your life, saying he has this covenant, this covenant, this covenant, this covenant, this covenant, this obligation, this obligation. He's not fulfilling it. You have so much spiritual backup, so much spiritual clogging of your portals that it's almost impossible for your prayers to get through. It's almost impossible for you to get any real type of breakthrough, spiritual enlightenment, because you're so clogged up with demons from other people. Guys, hold your nuts, man. Hold your nuts. Really consider what you're doing. Really consider how you're moving. Because you're creating spiritual contacts that are binding in the realm of the spirit. And when it comes time for you to ask for certain things, these evil spirits are going to hold you accountable in the heavenly realms. This is Hold My Nuts Podcast, man. Hit the like button if you like this video. And if you want more content like this, I'm going to holler at you. Peace.